Sit for a while, calm your breath, and hear the story of a great snarling beast and the glowing princess running in fear. Our tale begins near 8 seasons ago, with two worn souls of harsh contrast. The names and looks we'll discreetly forego, but safe to say the difference didn't last. First, our story sounds tinted with pain, for the princess was not like any other. You see, her heart glowed like the sun after rain, its light attracting other hearts one after another. They stole her light away, one ray at a time. They stole it and kept it from coming back. Smiling at her, they went on with their crime, and each time she looked, her heart carried more black. So she carried a heart that glowed quite faint, and she carried it hidden close to her chest. She went about her day without complaint, because for those strong few there is no rest. But sometimes the glow flickered and died, and the princess could feel the panic arise. So she ran and waited till the tears had dried. She ran far from the world's eyes, over roads, bridges, routes and rivers, to places she shared with but blue skies, and her body's crying shivers. Once she fled so very far that the sky above her showed not a single star, and only the moon knew where she were. There, in those long-forgotten lands, she walked unseen between ancient trees, guided by moonlight and outstretched hands. The dark around her stuck to her skin, curious of this sad soul walking within. Then a set of eyes cut through the black. Shining, they took the princess in as she pulled her mind back and made to cover where her glowing heart had been. As the two stood carefully watching, the wolf grinned with gleaming teeth in his throat, the beginning of him snarling. Now, isn't that a curious thing? You don't seem to be running away. Don't you know princesses are wolves' favorite prey? Instead of running, the princess merely stood. Even if you tried to catch me, she said, I doubt you even could. You see, I've been running all my days. I could outrun you while going sideways. The laughter of the beast was like gravel set a-tumbling. Well, I suppose I was due a proper humbling. How about you join me for a walk instead? I know these woods like the ears on my head. And with a simple wave to go, the two set out walking between the trees. They spoke of times long ago and enjoyed the smell of rain on the breeze. Eventually they came upon a glade, and down the black beast laid, looking again at the soul he'd found as she stood there strong and crowned. I'm glad I met you tonight, she suddenly said. It was getting rather dark by that time, and without your glowing eyes to light my way, I might have gotten lost instead. The wolf laughed again, seemingly amused. My eyes now seem rather dull. The princess was quite confused. What do you mean by that? She asked. So he nodded to her chest and spoke. Well, only that it seems they've been surpassed. The princess looked down, thinking it was a joke. But there, where her heart had gone black, lay what seemed like a brightly twinkling jewel, its emerald surface perfect with not a single crack. The glade around was lit by the light, so I'm guessing this was a good night? The wolf asked gently. The princess was giving him a hug, incidentally. Found anew, the heart is clutched in her hands. As she watches it glow, she starts crying, and startled, the wolf carefully stands. What is wrong? Is this not good? He nudges the princess, wiping tears with fur. No, it's all good, she smiles. There's just a small burr. When I go back where I have to go, my heart will go dark once more, and that's going to hurt much worse than it ever did before. Then leave it here with me, the wolf now sits before her. It'll be the safest it can ever be, and you can come visit whenever you need. You see, this is a promise from your sweet. I love you, princess. Happy anniversary.